Hello students. Now today we are continuing with the next chapter, accountancy, but again second easiest chapter, chapter number 3, valuation of goodwill. Now this is also the easiest chapter in your accountancy. As per my nature, all the chapters are easy, but really this is also easiest one. Now, in which we all are interested, that is marks. So how many marks you are getting from this chapter? So see here, 1 mark MCQ, 1 mark VSQ and 4 mark short question. Total 6 marks you will get from this chapter. Again I repeating, 1 marker MCQ, 1 marker VSQ and 4 marks short question. Total 6 marks from this chapter will in your examination. Now we are talking about one important thing. 1 marker MCQ. So which number MCQ? Second number MCQ. In your question paper, question number 2 MCQ is of this chapter, goodwill. Same way. Sir, 11 number question means first VSQ, very short question, number first, 11 number question, section B. That is also from this chapter, goodwill. And question number 27. Question number 27 in your final examination. I am talking about only your final examination. So question number 27 will be in your final exam of 4 marks from this chapter. So from this chapter, whenever you are seen in your final exam, then you will get 3 questions. In that final exam, question number 2, question number 11 and question number 27. Fixed. These questions are fixed. Marks is also fixed. Total you will get 6 marks. Now actually, today we are talking about only 1 marks. Because 1 marker question is asked generally from the theories. And only this much theory is given in this chapter. Very less theory is given in this chapter. And it is given on page number 89. So on page number 89, this whole theory is given to you. Starting from 89, 80, 90. These 2 pages is for this theory. Now we are starting with the theory, but always as per the nature, we are starting with the heading. And in that heading, whole theory is covered. Now, valuation of goodwill. Sir, here 2 words are given. First is the valuation, second is the goodwill. So here 2 words are given to you. And from that, first of all, we are understanding the word goodwill. What is meant by goodwill? So goodwill means reputation of the person, reputation of the firm, reputation of the institution, whatever is there. Goodwill means reputation. And in this chapter, we need to find value of that reputation. So valuation of goodwill, that's why chapter's name is given. In this chapter, we are calculating value of that particular goodwill. Remember my chapter number 1's lectures. In that lectures, we have discussed method of valuation of goodwill is decided in contract. What is included in contract? So valuation of goodwill method is written in that contract. Now valuation methods we are discussing here. Now first of all, we understanding meaning of goodwill. So goodwill is given. Now we need to understand meaning of goodwill. What is meant by goodwill? Now first of all, can we see goodwill? No sir. We cannot see goodwill. And that we have already discussed in 11th standard. In 11th standard, there is the word goodwill, patent, trademark, copyright. These all are intangible assets which cannot be seen, which cannot be touched. And that's why goodwill is an intangible asset that we know. And that's why here in meaning of goodwill, definition of goodwill, it is written there, intangible asset. So what is goodwill? Goodwill is an intangible asset. Show reputation of firm in the market. It shows reputation of the firm in the market. So try to understand. First definition given in your textbook, page number 89, that is clearly given. This is the only short presentation. You need to write definition from your textbook, because in accountancy there is no notes required, because in textbook whatever is given, that is in note form, and that's why no need to prepare different note from there. So you need to write definition from your textbook. Again I am repeating, try to understand. What is goodwill? So goodwill is an intangible asset. What it shows? It shows reputation of the firm in the market. So that is the meaning. Goodwill is an intangible asset which shows reputation of firm in the market. That is the first definition. Now second definition also given. Actually goodwill is in value. Now what is the value of goodwill? So value of what? Value of reputation. If your reputation is in the market, then what is the value of that reputation? 5,000, 10,000, 5 lakh, 20 lakh, 50 lakh. What is the reputation of that? What is the value of reputation in the market? So in second definition, there is written goodwill is value of reputation. Goodwill is value of reputation. Value of reputation. Now value depend on what? Value means what? Value depend on what? Value depend on profit earning capacity. How we can find value of goodwill? So value of goodwill means depend on profit earning capacity. Firm, institution, whatever place is there, shop is there, if they are earning more in compared to others, then we can say that is the goodwill. Suppose I am giving tuitions to all students, and in classes, if I am the best teacher, I don't know I am best or not, but suppose I am the best teacher, then in compared to the other teachers, I get more students in the classes. And if I get more students in compared to other, then I can say that is the reputation of me in the market. And because of that, I am earning more. And that is value depend on profit earning capacity. So valuation of goodwill is depend on what? Profit earning capacity. That is very important thing. So again I am repeating, try to understand. First of all, what is goodwill? Meaning of goodwill. Intangible asset. So goodwill is an intangible asset which show reputation of the firm in the market. Now, second definition is given. Now reputation is there, but what is the value of reputation? So in second definition there is written, goodwill shows value of reputation. And this value is depend on what? Value is depend on profit earning capacity of the firm, of the shop, of the institution, whatever is there. So this value is depend on what? Profit earning capacity. This value is of reputation of the firm. Because of that reputation, how many persons are there? How many prefer that particular place? That is the reputation. And because of that, they are earning more. And there is the goodwill. So these two definitions, two meaning given in your textbook. Now, sir, this is okay. We know valuation of goodwill depend on earning capacity of the firm. Second, also we know it is the value of reputation. But sir, what are the reason factor affecting goodwill? What is affected to goodwill? Why goodwill arises? Why goodwill increases? That question answer is given to you here. Now, first of all, goodwill is mainly depend on nature of business. Which type of business you are doing. On that basis, goodwill is dependent. Now, today we can say many teachers are there whom you are liking very much, and that's why you are going there and taking tuitions for that particular teacher. Now this is the nature in which every teacher explaining the chapter, but way of explanation is different, and that's why that type of nature, service type of nature, explanation type of nature is there. There are services same way, some other. Suppose milk products are sold by Amul company. Now, items which are sold by Amul company, that much items cannot be provided by other companies. And today in the market, in India, biggest company related to milk product is Amul. And everybody know Amul products. So it is also nature of business. Which type of business Amul doing? Milk product business they are doing. So nature of business that affect the goodwill. If all of you have family doctors, if something is done to your family, then what happens? We are going to our family doctor. At that time, that is the nature. So nature of business affect the goodwill. First thing is that. Now second thing, location of business. At which place you are doing business, that is also affect your goodwill. Now see example of our canteen. In recess time, you are going to canteen. Have you any other option where you can go and buy the products? Think about it. You have to go to your canteen. You have to purchase products from the canteen. So canteen located in the campus, and that's why canteen person, canteen owner earning more profit. He is earning only and only because of location of business. His canteen is in the campus, and 3,000 students, 3,500 students of the school purchasing product from their canteen. And if there are many shops in the campus, then only canteen person cannot earn more profit. So location effect goodwill. Whenever canteen person want to sell their business, then there is no more amount given by any person to that person, particularly for shop. For that shop, they are not giving any extra money, but because of its business, person is ready to give him extra money, because only there is one shop, one canteen in which all the students of the school are coming and purchasing the goods. So location of business affect goodwill. So that is the goodwill only because of location. if one shop is there, outside the school, but from school there is no permission to go outside, then nobody will pay him extra money whenever he sold his business, because it is outside the school and canteen is inside the school, and that's why there is the goodwill. So location of business, very important. So two situations clear. Now, period of business. From how many years person is there for working or for doing business? For example, in your residential area, some shops are there which are from long time. And for that shop, general store is there. Many persons are used to use that particular shop. And whenever shop owner changes, so he can sell his shop at higher price, because there is already many persons are there which are used to with that particular shop. And that's why period of business is very important. How long, how far he is doing business, from how many years he is doing business, that is also affect the goodwill. So 3 points completed. Now we are talking about fourth point, market situation. Again, I can tell you about canteen, monopoly. Here, only one canteen is in the campus, and that's why his monopoly in the school. Each and every student have to purchase products from canteen only if he need. So there is the monopoly, and that's why there arises goodwill. Fifth one, efficiency of manager. Now, sir, what is efficiency of manager? Take example of Pragnesh sir. Pragnesh sir is efficient to manage whole school, and that's why school is growing. And because of them, efficiency of manager, we can say he is a manager of the school. He is running the school in efficient way, and that's why reputation of school is arises, and it affects the goodwill. Simple and best example. And last one, other special benefits. Now, which are other special benefits? Don't worry. This other special benefits, license, patent, trademark. Now, patent. Some patent is famous in my patent is famous in the market. And if I sold that patent, then that is the reputation of that patent. Suppose my company is of preparing cars, and one car patent is famous in the market, and that car patent I sold to other. You can also make this type of car, and for that particular patent they are giving extra money. So patent depends, trademark depends. Now license, sir, how license? What is license? I am giving you one example for license. Nowadays it is easy to get license, but in past, if you need license for export, then it is not easy to get export license. And suppose, luckily I got export license. I can export particular products, and that license I got from the government. So, if other person want to export particular product, but he don't have a license to export, then he can tell me, please export my product. So I give permission to use my license for export, and for that I am taking money, and that is only because of that reputation is there and goodwill arises. So in this way, factors affecting goodwill. Which are the factors which affect the goodwill? Again, repeating very fastly. See here, nature of business, which type of business we are doing. Sometimes it is depend on person, sometimes it is depend on products. So if I am teaching, then it is depend on person. If some products, quality products are there, Amul products are there, then it is depend on product, nature of business. Location, where it is situated, that is also the period of business. From how many years person doing business at that place, that is also. But suppose I am running the classes, and classes is run by Kamalsir. And Kamalsir is working at that place for 10 years. And Kamalsir purchase another classes at other places and selling these classes. Then student will come at that place or Kamalsir's place. Think, sir, Kamalsir's place. Because students know Kamalsir, not no place. Place doesn't matter when Kamalsir is working. Personally attached situation at that time, personally reputation is there. At that time, location doesn't matter. So period also doesn't matter. From 10 years I am working in particular area. Then after I purchase my shops, my classes in another place, then all the students will come there. Then period of business doesn't matter for this situation. So all these situations making difference in goodwill. Market situation, monopoly, if there is the only one product given by me in the market, no other person is available, then monopoly. And I have taken the example of canteen. In canteen also, only one person is supplier, many students are buyer. Efficiency of manager, Pragnesh sir, simple example. And last, license, patent, trademark is used. So this all the factors affecting the goodwill. So here, first of all, what we have cleared, goodwill only. What we need, valuation of goodwill. So how to find value? Because goodwill is what? Value of reputation. And this value is depend on what? Profit earning. So how we can find this value? That is valuation of goodwill. So sir, valuation methods. So we are given different methods of valuation of goodwill. Now sir, which are the methods? So in your textbook, 4 methods are available. There are many methods of calculating goodwill. But from that, related to our syllabus, related to our examination, only 4 methods are there. And they are these 4. First, average profit, or we can say simple average profit method. And for this all 4 methods, you have to calculate sums. And from this, 4 marker question will be asked in your examination. And that question number 27, fix. Question number 27 is of 4 marks, and that 4 marker question will be asked from these 4 methods. Valuation of goodwill. How we can value goodwill? Its methods are given. These are the 4 methods. So average profit method or simple average profit method. Now all of we know value is depend on what? Profit earning capacity. So main focus for this method is on what? Profit. Collect the profit of the firm and then calculate value. So first method, average profit or simple average profit method. Second, weighted average profit method. Third, super profit method. And fourth, capitalization method. These are the 4 methods which you will learn and you will done in detail and calculating the sums of this type of methods. So we will see later. Now important question and the last question. Sir, why valuation of goodwill is required? Suppose I am doing my business. I am doing my business. Here my classes is running. Then why I need to calculate my goodwill? So no need to calculate goodwill. So sir, when you will calculate goodwill? So these are the reasons why. Necessity of calculation of goodwill. Why goodwill is necessity to calculate? When it is arise to calculate. So think, if I want to sell this class, then I calculating goodwill. I tell to other persons this class, because of this class many students are coming here. So give me extra money. Suppose canteen person want to sell their canteen. Then whenever he sold, at that time he will ask for extra money. Value of canteen may be 2 lakh rupees, but he can say, no, this canteen's value is 10 lakh rupees. 8 lakh rupees is the goodwill because all the students are coming here and purchasing the goods. That is my reputation. So 8 lakh rupees extra money charged by them. So why necessity? Why goodwill calculation required? What is the necessity of goodwill calculation? So first is given to you whenever profit and loss ratio changes. First of all, I told you at the time of selling of business. That is also the reason. But here for our chapters, what we are considering? P&L ratio changes. By any reason, if profit and loss ratio changes, here first part is for partnership, and in partnership if profit and loss ratio changes, then we are calculating goodwill. Why? When profit and loss ratio changes, at that time we are calculating goodwill. Valuation of goodwill arises. Now sir, P&L ratio, why we are changing P&L ratio? What are the reasons? So think, just think. Suppose 3 partners are there. One partner is not doing proper work, or one partner is doing more work. Then he has a right to get more profit from the business, and that's why from the next year we will give them more profit. And at that time, if we are giving more profit to them, P&L ratio becomes changing. And that's why P&L ratio changing and necessity of goodwill arises. Same way, because of these 3 reasons also P&L ratio changes. Admission of partner, retirement of partner, death of partner. Admission, retirement and death of partner. In this situation also, if new partner admitted in the business, then also P&L ratio changes. If one partner retire from the business or death of the partner is there, then also P&L ratio changes, and at that time also we are calculating goodwill. So these are the main reasons. Now last 2 reasons. Conversion to company. If we are converting our partnership firm into the company, at that time also we can calculate goodwill. Goodwill calculation is not compulsory to calculate. But whenever in contract, if we have decided, we will calculate goodwill in this method, by this method. At that time, whenever any changes is made, then we are calculating the goodwill. And last one is amalgamation. If 2 or more firms jointly working, starting jointly working, at that time also calculation of goodwill arises. So in these situations, in short, we can say whenever P&L ratio changes, goodwill calculation necessary. So P&L ratio change because of admission, retirement, death or any other situation. Conversion to company, amalgamation means joint of 2 or more companies, firms. Simple. So in this way, these are the theoretical portions. We will discuss in detail these 4 methods from the next lecture. Thank you very much. We will meet with the examples of 4 marks from next lecture. Today we have cleared these 2 marks. Question number 2 and question number 11. From this whole explanation, you will get 2 marks only. Thank you very much. We will see you in next lecture.